Hello, all of you. It's been a while since I last. I do have a shit ton of like videos that I have recorded, but never uploaded. Even though they require minimal editing, it's still just like, again, lack of motivation. I was just like, I don't wanna. Again, like stated before, I'm back at it for now until I take another like what? How long has it been? Like a month? It's a shame because I really want to keep on like making content on YouTube in general. It's just my goddamn brain just doesn't want to do things. It's frustrating. And so much has happened in America, in the world, and I've changed quite a bit. Not too much. Sense. There's so many things have happened, and I've been wanting to comment, though I never really got around to making videos. That on top of my like, I don't know. I guess it's my social anxiety that's keeping like actually consistently making content. Like you see the thing, you know how everyone has this thing where just like you just hate hearing your own voice. I don't know if it has to do with me being trans, was just the general thing where people just hearing their own voice. I don't know. It's probably a combination of both. I'll say it's probably both. But yeah, a lot has happened. Pride Month came and went. Lord, so much has happened during Pride Month. We had yet again another like fucking Inca Pride discourse that ignited. Like that one like drag queen thing. You all know the one I'm talking about. Where they walk the kids down the aisle and whatnot. Initially I thought it was weird. And I mean, kind of is weird. But it's not a big deal. It's not child grooming. It's just a thing. You could feel about it however you want to, but it's not harmful to the kids. Not gonna traumatize them. Just a thing. If these drag queens have sexually assaulted these kids in any way, then I would say something. But that's not what happened, so again, discourse was pointless. Yeah, I'm aware, just like the rest of America and people who aren't in America, Roe v. Wade got overturned, and the left is terrified, rightfully so. Not even just the left, just well, broadly the left. Any kind of progressive with common sense is terrified. The Supreme Court, my god, is more powerful than my stupid ass initially thought. We already have a Democratic president, but our Republican majority Supreme Court that can stay in their seats for a lifetime are able to overturn civil rights, any kind of social justice rights, as they please at the drop of a hat, at a wave of a finger. Like magic, they can just remove rights. Why? Oh, because they can. It's all just really fucking frustrating. And hearing the news really just kind of did not make me happy because, as we all know, he's not gonna stop there. Ernst Thomas himself said that he's looking at other things. And if he overturns those things, it'll make sodomy laws a reality. It'll also make gay marriage not a thing. And conservatives are being as insufferable as usual. talking about, yay, we win, fight for life, blah blah blah, and mocking us, saying things like, well, that's what you get for being a bunch of uppity queers. Now, start being a bunch of little babies, we're gonna take your rights away. Child's play. This whole thing, it's like they're talking to us like we're children. We were being a little bit too naughty for their taste, so now they get to take our civil rights away, and it's completely justified in their minds. Don't groom our children, and we won't take your rights away. Fuckwads. And no, I haven't looked at like laws. Even now, there are still like Republicans, like in certain states, are literally doing their absolute damnedest to make sure being trans is illegal. Yes, they want to make that happen. How can they make being trans illegal? Oh, I don't know. Making things like medical transitioning illegal because it's what, quote, experimental. In one state, I forget the state, they made it illegal at the age of 23, mind you. It's saying that they're going to have to make that illegal simply because it is, quote, experimental. Experimental. Trust me. You know damn well they're gonna try and do this nationwide. I believe it's bottom surgery, and I think they're also doing the same thing to hormones. Well, taking HRT, that's also, quote, experimental. Even though it was never initially designed for trans people in the first place, it was designed for cis women that weren't producing enough estrogen. And I'm pretty sure the same goes for men as well, when it comes to testosterone. And the Republicans are making a move, and to be honest, I'm kind of ashamed of myself for this, because I was one of those people that back in the day, back in 2016, it's like, I never liked Trump, even back then. My homophobic ass always hit. I was never a Trump fan. He was very obviously, I just couldn't, no. There was just no way I was gonna support it like that. But as bad as he was, I thought our democracy was like every other fucking American retard. I thought our democracy was immortal. Nothing could happen to it. It's untouchable. But again, me, like many others, I didn't know how powerful the Supreme Court was. And it really is a failing on our education system that we don't know that. And to be honest, that is 110% by design. At least I know it now. Too little, too late. Where was I going with this again? Oh yeah, overturning of rights, democracy being killed. Yeah, I really thought that democracy is immortal. And it led to a complete downfall. As bad as I thought Trump was, I didn't think he could do anything. Because, again, I was a fucking retarded, moronic, pleb, fuck. Nothing possibly go wrong. The left is scrambling. It's a shame that we didn't consider the worst would happen sooner. But we know now. And oh, the 10-year-old. Oh, I'll talk about the 10-year-old in a bit. But like, actually, let me talk about the 10-year-old now. Because, I changed my mind, like, about a couple weeks ago regarding abortion. I'm sorry, but no. There's just no, even people who aren't, to the people that are, like, still, like, pro-life in a sense, you have to draw the line somewhere, right? Like, a 10-year-old, really? To people that don't know about this, there's a 10-year-old that got raped. Or if you do know about this and you just don't want to believe it because you're a fucking moron and a retard and just want to believe anything that Tucker Carlson says. 10-year-old got raped and got pregnant. That's something that happens. And when abortion becomes illegal, with absolutely no loopholes, no leeway, no nothing. When it's just out of the gate, 110%, abortion is illegal. There are going to be mothers and unborn children that die. Oh yes, without abortion. There are cases where during pregnancy and during childbirth, the mother and the fetus could die if the woman doesn't get an abortion. If abortion was 110% legal, just out the gate, just completely illegal, that woman just has to die. Or go to jail. Sorry, it's death or jail in this situation. Same situation, same thing is with the 10-year-old. Do you think in this situation, the 10-year-old is not going to go to jail? They're already like trying to attack the person that performed the abortion procedure on this 10-year-old. You hear conservatives talking about how like getting an abortion will traumatize a child. Dude, giving live birth as a literal 10-year-old will traumatize her. Literally the pain of childbirth. This let kids be kids mentality, you guys really need to have that energy towards things like this. But no, you want to throw these let kids be kids rhetoric at when people want to talk about queer stuff in class. Really? Talking about saying that gay people exist is a threat to a person's childhood, but giving live birth isn't? And on top of that, the motherfucker's saying that that the rape didn't happen? And to the people saying that she should have given birth? Fuck you! And after conservatives got caught on their lies, after conservatives got blown out in every single argument that they throw out when at such a horrible situation like this, they switched over to talking about Mexican. Can't get one minority, gotta go for the other one. That is literally how they roll. Remember when they were screaming about critical race theory earlier? Now they're talking about weird stuff in class. Oh, how damaging. Conservatives are more ADHD than I am. Things are just getting really, really ugly now, and it's making me very angry. And if you're not angry, then you're kind of an idiot, because he should be. We got abortion rights taken away. And I guess the only good thing that came out of that is that I changed my opinion. 10-year-old has no business giving birth. A 10-year-old has no business giving birth. Anyway, moving on to other news. Recently, I got banned on Twitter. Rightfully so. For those of you that don't know, I got into some Twitter beef with the TERF because this TERF, mind you, this is a black woman, was harassing a trans friend of mine, and I just wasn't having it. So I started to get into arguments. You can get mad at me all you want. This is just how I am. I'm just naturally aggressive. I just really, when I see dude, this is just how I naturally am. I've always been like this. Just my personality. Whenever I see or hear somebody say something wrong, I can't not say something. This might have something to do with my OCD or something or whatever. I don't know, whatever mental bullshit that I have in my brain. Like, I just can't go without correcting people on things. People say something that's retarded or just flat out just incorrect in every conceivable way. I just have to say something. It's not about me trying to like stroke my own ego or anything, trying to be like I'm smarter than everyone else. It just irks me to hear people say things that I find stupid or abhorrent. Seeing misinformation of any kind just irks me, and I just can't not speak out about it. So I get into Twitter beef with this TERF, and we're talking. She's saying the usual TERF talking points about how, you know, trans women are basically men, and men are prone to rape, so therefore we need to exclude trans women from women's spaces. Women need special. I mean, when I say women, I mean people with vaginas. You know, the pussy pack needs a safe space away from men because men just can't handle themselves. They're rapists, all of them, every single one of them. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of element of truth to that. It's just like, I don't know, a lot of men are just like, the data shows that trans women are 4 times more likely to be sexually assaulted if they're forced to go into like a men's bathroom, and the minority of times, the very few times where like a quote trans woman has went into the women's bathroom and has sexually assaulted somebody, that's like very small number of cases, and every time that has happened, people just blow out of fucking proportion. Like these are all facts that we know. Standard, like, common sense, big brain takes. So like I'm arguing with this bitch like, yo, no. You're wrong. Trans women just don't do that. And then she brought up one of these little fake statistics that show like it was basically, it was such a stupid statistic, so I don't care if I get this wrong. It was like 50% of convicted trans women have sexually assaulted cis women in prison. Think about that. Think about how narrow she has to get. 50% of an already small demographic within a very small demographic has committed sexual assault. This is a very small number of trans women. There's a very small number of trans women that have committed any kind of felony that lands them in prison. And if this is true, half of those has committed sexual assault. Motherfucker, they're already criminals. I mean, of course they're gonna commit sexual assault. Are you fucking serious? Are you gonna say the same thing about men? Well, yes, never mind. And actually, I did bring up an argument like this. What if someone, because she is a black woman, I told her, what if someone brought up some kind of fake statistic like this and said that white women need to be in safe spaces away from black men because black men commit rape or whatever. This woman tells me that black men are basically inherently, like, I'm paraphrasing here. She's telling me that black men are like prone to rape anyway, so it's completely understandable for white women to be safe away from them. So I called her a coon. Then she said, "Yikes, a slur!" And then she reported me, and then I lost my Twitter. Of 1,500 followers. Not very happy about that. Still not very happy about that. Kind of stunted my growth as a Twitter artist. Yeah, I'm a Twitter artist, by the way. If you watch my channel and you don't know that, then please follow me. I draw lots of food stuff. If you like foods, I mostly draw lesbian shit. If you're into that, go ahead and give me a follow. Get it? So yeah, that's how I lost my Twitter account. Not very happy about that. Really just kind of stunted my... I lost everything because of... Well, because of... I had no business and even engaging in conversation with them. It was fun. I'm just like this. But, you know, arguing with people on Twitter doesn't I'm tired of pretending that it does do anything. It doesn't benefit me. It's just something that I find to be a little bit, entertaining in a sense, in a sick sense. But like, if it's gonna cost me everything that I'm trying to do with my life, then it's literally not worth it. Because at the end of the day, like, fucking conservatives that follow, like, people like Libs of TikTok and George Alex Plasm, what Pope is, I'm not saying this right, and the quartering, they're not looking for any kind of conversation. They're not looking for like an actual like debate, a quote debate. What they're actually interested in is looking for ammo to use against you. They're looking to harass you, and they're looking for just any reason that they can find to basically get you to lose your account. That's basically what that turf was doing. Because nothing was going to change her mind. She's already a piece of shit, and nothing's going to change her from being a... She likes being a piece of shit. She's prideful of being a piece of shit. And to be clear, people who are pieces of shit and are prideful of it, they will never change. Ever. They enjoy their assholery so much that they're never going to stop. Ever. Never. So yeah, that specific turf was never going to change. She was never going to never actually looking for any kind of genuine engagement. She was just looking for any kind of cheap gotchas and looking to harass people. Looking for reasons to get me suspended. For fun. Because she's a piece of shit. That's just it. Hell, her name was literally Turfina. Like, how the fuck can I not see that this person was just a waste of fucking time? They're all waste of time. Conservatives on Twitter are a complete waste of fucking time. They're all joke. And if you ask me, I think they're better off in Minecraft. You know, just spawn them in Minecraft, like thousands of blocks in the sky, and remove the dirt block from underneath their legs so that they fall. I'm not gonna say anything else after that. Absolute useless pieces of garbage. Filth. Alright, I guess I'll stop here. I have a lot on my mind. There's probably a bunch of things that I just kind of forgot to talk about. Because I'm an idiot. So, yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to me ramble about random bullshit. And I will probably upload those videos I never, uploaded. I probably will upload them. I'll think about it. Well, some of them I'll probably upload. So yeah, you all have a great day. Remember to keep those unborn babies in your prayers. And enjoy second cup. Oh, and more importantly, girls are amazing. There you go, bye.